We are here with Mark Tornillo of Accept. And Mark, you're doing something interesting. You're stepping out of the Accept shoes for a bit and you're going back to TT Quick. One reunion show in New Jersey, May 3rd. Tell me a little bit about that.
As I said, it's going to be a TT Quick reunion, a Megaforce reunion show. Actually, we're going to be co-headlining with King's X, excuse me, who was another Megaforce band back in the day.
Yeah.
A couple of other interesting openers. Atomic Bitch Wax is one, which features quite a few interesting people. Bobby from Monster Magnet, and
yeah,
you know, there's a bunch of people in that band. So it should be a good night.
Is there a purpose to the show? I mean, is it a fundraiser, or is it just to have some fun? Or
I think it's just to have some fun. We were approached to do it, and what we really want to do for us, anyway, is in a way, it is kind of a fundraiser for our drummer.
Okay.
On our behalf, anyway, because Eric has had some problems in the past. You know, he lost his home during Hurricane Katrina. He lost everything. Wow. But now in the last couple of years, he broke his right leg and his ankle badly. He's had multiple surgeries, and
is that going to affect his playing?
We're hoping not. He has.
Okay.
They're actually rehearsing now. He's finally done with surgeries, and he's rehabbing, and he's able to walk.
Okay.
And he's able to play.
Good.
So we're hopeful that he's going to get back to normal. But like I said, whatever we make on this show is going to go directly to
help him out,
to his medical bills, and we're going to get him. He needs a new drum kit, and you know, so that's basically where it's going on our end.
Will you be taping
charity
it?
Starts at home sometimes, you know.
Well, you know, it absolutely does. And we'll talk about the KISS charity tribute you helped me with later, but I think you got to take care of your own little neighborhood before you start spreading too far out.
Well, you got to remember those who were, you know, that's like family. You know, it does. It starts at home, man. You know, I mean, we do more than our share of charity events, and we have over the years. But sometimes you just have to, you got to do for your own. That's all there is to it.
Yeah,
nobody else has done it if you don't.
Oh, I absolutely agree. Now, is anything going to come out of the show? Are you going to videotape it? Are you going to record it? Are you going to maybe think about getting back in the studio?
Yeah, we've talked about it. There's talk about us maybe doing a few shows actually this summer while I'm home. I'm going to be here. I should be now that we're done with the recording the new Accept album.
That's what I wanted to get to.
I'm going to be in the neighborhood now until probably the end of July when we're going to start touring again.
Okay.
So gives us some time to do some TT Quick stuff this summer. There's talk of David and I have actually been throwing ideas back and forth. So good possibility we may just do like an EP, release it digitally, and see what happens.
You know, it's amazing how the band has managed to survive, even though it doesn't really exist in the last couple of years, and it's become one of these sort of cult bands that you have to go check out. It's great music.
It is. It's fun. It's really a different animal than Accept, man. It's so different. It's so different from me. I found that out last year when we did the TT Quick show. I was like, wow, holy mackerel! It's just like a whole different ball game, man. It's like mixing apples and oranges.
Well, let's ask about then vocally. Do you have to prepare differently vocally to sing for TT as you do for Accept?
Believe it or not, it's actually more challenging because I never held back on, you know, stuff that I would write myself into a corner back then and just have to go out and do it.
Yeah, right.
Song after song, that's the way they are. I actually get a break once in a while
with Accept,
with some of the Accept stuff.
Yeah, actually, let's look at this. Blood of Nations from Accept, great album, the first one with you, and then of course Stalingrad. I guess you can't tell me the title of the new one then.
I would like to,
but we'll have to wait.
Well, I don't believe that I'm at liberty to do so, and I don't want to
get fired.
Feel the wrath of Gabby, you know.
Yeah, no, Gabby's great. So look, can you tell me something about it? So you just finished it, literally, as in, like, today we're March. What are we? March 10th. You
I
finished?
literally finished singing the vocal tracks a week ago Sunday.
Okay.
So.
And are fans of Blood of Nation and Stalingrad going to be happy, or are they going to be sad? Like, is it just saying kick-ass metal?
Yeah, I would say it's more of the same, but with even more of a classic feel than the other ones. I think there's some songs on this one. I think that when you hear the opening riffs, you're going to go, "Wow, this could have been on Balls.
Yeah,
this could have been on Metal Heart." You know, it's just very classic sounding stuff, classic sounding Accept stuff. So, but with a lot of very diverse things on this record as well. I mean, you got the heavies and the double basses, and you know, but some things that I think are a little different. So,
does it get easier going into your third? I mean, the first album, I'm assuming that you were nervous and maybe scared because you're coming into this new situation. The second one, you sort of have a feeler, but by the third one here, you must be real comfortable and have your own thoughts of how you wanted the music to sound.
Yeah, it is more comfortable for me. I think it's a little more comfortable for everyone.
Right.
Stalingrad was the one I think that threw us all for a loop more than anything, because we had set the bar so high with
Blood of
Nations. And we were really searching for a niche with Blood of the Nation still. You know, it was searching for an identity for the band.
Yeah, and then you hear Teutonic Terror and Pandemic, and you go, they can't beat this. It's just too good.
So Stalingrad was actually more of a challenge, I think, than this one was. We really kind of settled in with this one and just are not afraid to take a chance here and there now too. You know, so we'll see what happens. I mean, I'm loving it. So I'm just hoping the fans are going to feel the same way.
Yeah, I really am too. Now, last year over the summer, there was a release about this Accept DVD, Exceptology. Is there any update as to what's happening with that?
Exceptology is still being recorded, and I mean, actually, Stefan Kaufman is spearheading that whole project. So I know there was we did some extensive video during the recording of this album that's going to be on some of that stuff. But there are 2 live DVDs now. There's one from South America.
Oh, okay.
And there's one from the Bang Your Head Festival last year in Germany. Now, the way I understand it, one of these is going to be released with the new album.
A sort of a bonus disc or like a deluxe edition?
I'm not sure which one.
Okay.
I think possibly the German one. I don't know. I don't know all the details, but from the way I understand it, there will be a DVD, a live DVD with the new album. Exceptology, I'm not sure when that's going to be released and how it's going to be released.
Okay.
So,
now you said there were 2 shows. Does the other show automatically go to Exceptology, or does it go as a standalone?
This I don't know.
Don't know.
I'm not privy to this information, and I don't want to speculate.
Okay.
You'd be better off asking
Gabby,
Wolf or Gabby or one of them. That doesn't mean you're going to get a straight answer.
So let's just then get on to the touring. You said you might tour in July. Is this over in Europe, or is this in North America as part of a package deal? What are the thoughts?
Well, the way it looks right now is it'll start in Europe. We're supposed to go back to Germany the end of July to rehearse for a European tour.
Okay.
Which will start. Actually, we're doing a festival in Poland in August.
Okay.
This huge festival. But after that, I believe the tour itself will start in September. And it'll be that'll be all mostly Europe up until the holidays. And the way I understand it, 2015 will bring us back to North America.
That's great.
Canada, the U.S., and then South America as well.
Right.
So
now, but let's be fair. It's March 10th, 2014. This could all change. I mean, you might play North Dakota in November. Who knows, right?
Could.
I mean,
these are the plans that I've heard. Nothing's ever set in stone. So, but this is what I've been told, and this is what we're looking at as far as I know. So we shall see.
We shall see. And if I can ask you about this, the A World with Heroes Kiss tribute. You know, I put together this tribute that sent money off to the Vaudreuil Palliative Care Center, $30,000 raised, and you donated the song Spit. How did you choose that song? And why a revenge era, not, you know, something from the makeup days?
Well, if you remember correctly, I asked you which you needed most. 70s, 80s, or 90s, and you said 90s.
Right.
Because, you know, you figure everybody's going to jump on the 70s one.
Yeah, and that's what happened.
And what's funny was that the guys that played on it with me, Ken Dubman and Scott Metaxas from Prophet, and Jimmy Callahan, who's the drummer in Prophet now as well. Jimmy and Kenny and I used to do a cover thing back in, you know, I guess this was back when Scott was in Nuclear Assault, and him and David were out on tour, and I took his place in their cover band, which is called the Edgar Casey Band.
Right.
And I played bass and sang, and we used to cover this stuff. So that was a staple for us, that song. That one and Domino off of that album we used to do all the time. So that was a no-brainer.
Yeah, and
we didn't even have to learn it.
I gotta tell you, and I don't want to disparage anybody else, but I really think it's my favorite song on the album. If not, you know, definitely top 3. It's just got such, for lack of a better word, balls. It's just got such balls. It's absolutely wonderful. So great. So we've got TT Quick May 3rd in Old Bridge, New Jersey.
Yeah, I've got a couple other irons in the fire here as well. I sang 3 tracks for Carl Kennedy's new album, which is going to be released sometime this summer, I believe.
Oh, great.
And I actually just sang a bonus track with Bobby Blitz for the new Overkill album.
Really?
So, yeah. So look for that as well. I can't give anything more away about it, but
yeah, but keep plugging. And
don't want to step on their toes, but you know, there's things going on, so it's fun. But the TT Quick thing, definitely look. I think you're going to see some new material, and there's a good possibility that we'll be doing some other shows this summer. Where exactly, I don't know, but I'll keep you informed.
And do you think we'll see some re-releases on the older albums?
That's a good possibility. This is actually 2014 is the 30th anniversary of the original EP.
That's right.
Which has never been released digitally. It was only on vinyl.
Oh, well, it's time.
So Megaforce, as far as I know, still holds the rights to that. So I have to get on the phone with Missy Colazzo and see what we can work out.
Yeah, get on the phone. And while you're on the phone, ask her to release the Ace Frehley stuff.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, we need it all. Us fans need it all. Anyway, always a pleasure. Where can people find you online?
On Facebook, my own personal sites, and go to the Accept page. All the stuff is there. Accept fans worldwide.
There you go. Thank you, Mark.
Ready?
Always a pleasure.
You too, Mitch. Talk to you soon.
Yeah, bye-bye now.